I've seen many AI chatbot applications. They're cute, but do they actually provide business value?
Let me show you an application that provides real business insights in a real corporation.
Welcome to the show, Anna. It's good to have you here. Would you tell viewers what your job is here at Google?
Hi, Martin. Thank you for having me. I work as a customer solutions engineer. My role is focused on helping Google's advertisers build solutions for their businesses using Google Cloud. Before Google, I worked as a senior software engineer developing features for databases at other cloud computing companies.
Custom solutions, huh? I'd imagine that includes showing customers how to use AI, right?
Right. Many customers, especially right now, face challenges that are hard to solve with just regular software. And this is really where AI can help. For example, how can we help companies make better decisions using their own data and AI? Or how can we help them generate insights from text, images, or videos, or any information they already have?
That sounds like a great use for AI. I always say that the best work is done by humans and AI working together. And you built an app that does this?
Yes, I did. My application is called the Marketing Optimizer Agent. It is a solution that helps advertisers analyze data from previous marketing campaigns and add creatives to get some insights. This application is meant for people who are managing multiple online ads on a daily basis. As you can see here, I have loaded data for a fictitious marketing campaign by Google to show you an example.
Okay, and I see clicks and revenue there on the y-axis.
Yes, that's monthly performance data from an ad campaign that is currently running. When I scroll down, I get to a section where I can interact with an AI agent to start getting some insights from my data. For example, first, I'll ask my agent which marketing campaigns my advertiser is running for their Pixel phone product.
Very good.
Oh, as you saw, I forgot to give it a date range. But my agent is smart enough to spot any missing data and to follow up with the user to request it. So I entered the last 6 months.
And now it's checking the ad campaign data.
That's right. This will take a minute. Here you can see 3 campaigns for the Pixel phone. The agent reported the number of impressions, the number of clicks, and the revenue over the last 6 months.
Nice. I could probably write SQL for that, but it would take a lot longer than just asking the agent like you did.
Exactly. This tool democratizes access to the company's data so anyone who needs access to it can see it, not only people who know SQL. Now let's dig deeper into our data. I want to know which creatives perform the best for my campaign. So I'll add this question where I can ask my agent about it.
Very good. Yet another ad hoc SQL statement I don't have to write.
And that is our answer. It seems like the AdMe and the intro video campaigns did really well. So let's find out what makes the top video successful.
Oh, I would not be able to write a SQL statement to answer that question.
Yes, answering this type of questions requires some sophisticated thinking. So in this case, the agent had to watch the video, then find the theme and the emotional tone and so on. And here you can see the answer. The agent found the core messaging and the narrative of the video. When I scroll down, I can see that it also broke down the visual and the audio elements. And finally, it gave me some actionable next steps that I can use to replicate the video success in my upcoming campaigns.
That's cool. Your app made the advertising data accessible for anyone in the company, not just those who know SQL, and it analyzed what made the video successful so you can replicate it. But I'm a developer, so I'm very curious to see what the code looks like.
Sure, let's take a look. First, let me show you the root agent definition. It has a name and a description which helps my agent to know which tools to use depending on the user question. Also, it has an instruction or a prompt that tells my agent how to behave and what to do. And up here, I have defined an array of tools that the agent can use to get historical data from my ad campaigns.
And how are the tools defined?
Here, you can see the Get Performance Data by Advertiser tool. This is a function that takes an advertiser ID, a start date, and an end date.
Aha, I recognize this kind of code. It takes input parameters, composes a SQL statement, and runs a query against the database.
Yes, you can write your own queries to connect directly to your databases. Or if you would like to use an out-of-the-box Google tool, you can also connect directly to the BigQuery MCP server.
Great. What about the code that analyzes the YouTube video?
Here it is. This function takes a URL of the creative, which is in this case a YouTube video. Then in a prompt, I describe how to analyze the creative using Google Gemini. After this, it creates a Gemini client, a video object, and a generator configuration. Gemini is built from the ground up to be multimodal, so that means that it accepts text, images, and video natively. Now that we have a client, a video object, and a config, we can call the generate content function on the Gemini client, and it finally returns the text response from Gemini.
Very nice, Anna. But I have some questions for you.
Sure, go ahead, Martin.
What technologies did you use to build your application?
I built the agent using Google's Agent Development Kit, or ADK. Then I deployed it to Agent Engine, as you can see here in the Cloud Console. Agent Engine offers a playground where you can test your agents directly in the cloud. For example, I can type, "Hi agent," and I will get the agent response.
Nice. But this interface is for testing and not for end users, right?
That's right. Users interact in a web application that is hosted in Google Cloud Run. The web interface sends the user's questions to the backend, which is another application built in FastAPI and hosted on Cloud Run. Then the backend connects with my agent in Agent Engine, which is what I just showed you. My agent interprets the user questions to select the right tools to compose responses to the user. For example, executing a query on BigQuery or analyzing videos using Google Gemini.
Very good. Now let's say I want to build an app like this to democratize access to my organization's data. How would I do it?
Google's ADK in Agent Engine makes it a lot easier as it manages all the agents for you. You only have to define what the agents do and the tools they have. I found the ADK documentation extremely helpful, and I base most of my code on examples I found in the docs. Also, the docs have a great description of how to deploy the agents in Google Cloud.
That was a lot of useful info. What did you learn as you built this app, Anna?
I learned 3 main things. You can use AI to democratize access to your organization's data. You always get the best results when people and AI work together. And AI is really good at combining quantitative and qualitative data, so you can build this today for your organization.
Thank you for showing us all this, Anna.
Thank you for having me, Martin.
And thank you, everyone, for watching. If you have any questions for Anna or me, please let us know in the comments. Also, do let me know what you thought of today's episode. I read every single comment. Until next time!